Hi, I'm Alan from Newlands Nursery, and today I'm talking about and doing a video specifically about herb planters, and I'm using this one. This was in the Doug box for March, and we're getting loads and loads of questions about what to do with it as it starts growing. Can it go outside? Can I pick it? Should I be taking cuttings? All that sort of stuff. So we're going to cover that in this video. So this is what we sent in the Doug plant box, but it doesn't actually matter if you had the Doug plant box or not. All this information is relevant for anyone who grows herbs, and I know loads of our customers do. So in this one, we've got two different types of mint. We've got some parsley, some rosemary, and some chives. So first of all, can you pick it? Absolutely. Without a doubt, you can pick it. Now, I wouldn't necessarily pick the chives. In any planter like this, you're always going to get something that grows a bit slower. In this one, it's the chives and the rosemary. So I wouldn't pick the chives, and I probably wouldn't pick the rosemary as well, although that's getting to a stage where you almost could. But you can definitely pick the parsley. And you can do that with your hands, or you can just snip it off. The great thing about parsley, I add it to smoothies all the time. Parsley is very, very high in vitamin C, very high in vitamin A and vitamin K as well. So it's really, really good. You can make a parsley sauce with it, cook with it. So flavour-wise, it's great. Nutritionally, it's great as well. This is a plant we wouldn't take a cutting from. It's seed raised, so we just keep on cutting it. And you can see we've got some young shoots coming through here. So the more you cut, the more it's going to send up, which is always good. So let's put that to one side. The mints, you can cut them, use them, smoothies, on your roast potatoes, to make teas, all sorts of stuff. But you can also take cuttings from it. So this apple mint is the one that's really got away really quickly. You could cut this all the way down to the base, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to cut it here. So in doing that, cut it off like that. You've got a plant that you can either use as a cutting, or you can stick it in your cooking as well. What that does, and I'll show you, because I did it with a Moroccan mint earlier, what that does is help the plant branch out. So you can see just here, you're starting to get much more compact habit, and you're starting to get the plant branch out a lot more. So it's good for the plant cutting it as well. You're going to end up with more leaves, more to use. So that covers cutting it and stuff like that. The majority of people in this country, if you had this at the beginning of March, you'll be absolutely fine to start cutting it and using it. I know some people further north, potentially you might want to wait a week or so because the weather has been a bit colder. So about going outside, these are all hardy plants. What I mean by that is they can all cope with the cold weather in this country, especially from this point in the year, so in the middle of March, towards the end of March onwards. But what you'll want to do is harden it off. If you've been keeping any plant, and this goes for almost any plant, in a very, very warm situation, so on your windowsill in 15-20 degrees, don't just pick it up and put it straight outside. If you get a cold frost, probably won't kill the plant, or it could. Probably won't kill the plant, it'll probably just mark it and it won't look good. You won't be able to use it for a while or something like that. What you do is harden it off. So you take a look at the weather, see whether it's going to be relatively mild overnight. If it's going to be sort of above frost levels, 5-10 degrees, something like that, you'll be absolutely fine. If it's not, you take it off your windowsill, you put it in the garden, let it get a bit colder than it was inside, let it get used to the environment, and then take it back in. And do that a few times and you'll harden it off. So it gets more used to the cold, and then you'll be able to, after about a week or so, just leave it outside. But like I said, these are all hardy plants. You're unlikely to kill them by putting them outside if you get a frost, but they might suffer a little bit, especially if you get a very, very hard frost, which we can get all the way into May. We all get ahead of ourselves in gardening. As soon as the sun shines, we get planting and put everything out, and lots of us fall foul to actually then being hit by frost. So bear that in mind. So it's as simple as that. I hope that covers all the questions we've had about the Doug plant box, but I think it's also useful if you're planting up herbs anyway. So any questions at all, obviously comment on the video, get in contact, send us a message, give us a bell, whatever you want, we're here to help. See you soon.